Welcome to Inbox with Julia Cosby. On this episode, we talk to a burgeraholic, Reza, the Toronto man who ate a burger every day of 2016. How did this start? I heard it was a New Year's resolution, a workout New Year's resolution, and how it kind of sounds a little bit unhealthy eating a burger every day. How did that come about?
Yeah, no, I guess it was just your typical New Year's Eve. Everyone's making their resolution, you know, what they're going to do in the new year, and kind of jokingly decided I was going to join a gym, and that way I could afford to eat a burger every day. And did not join a gym, but I managed to eat a burger every day in 2016.
Why didn't you go to the gym?
I kept trying to motivate myself, but I think I just didn't have it in me. I just wanted to keep eating the burgers, and I did kind of get the exercise in. I played volleyball for 5 months of the year, started playing ice hockey, and I walked on average 5 kilometers a day every day, I'd say.
So you're documenting this as well on Instagram.
That is correct.
So you had a food blog. Did you get any recognition or social media following because of that?
I did. I reached my goal of 1,000 followers. Not a big goal, but you know, I think I started off with about 250.
Do you have people asking you all the time?
I do have people asking me. I have a lot of friends reaching out to me when they want to go eat a burger. They message me to see which one the best one is. I usually tend to ask them what area they're in because there's so many good burgers in Toronto.
What are the best ones in your opinion?
The best ones, I think the number one, which a lot of people have been kind of happy with my recommendation, is Museum Tavern, and it's in front of the ROM on Bloor, so Bloor Avenue, downtown Toronto. I think I've been there about 3 times, and each time I'm just like, yeah, this is definitely the best burger I've had.
Why?
The quality of the meat, the beef patties, just really, really good. It's a basic burger. It doesn't have too much going for it. And the bun, I think bun makes a big difference.
Well,
and
what makes a good burger?
I think the patty, the beef has to be quality. Sometimes you're not eating a beef burger. I've eaten bison, boar, elk. Just the quality of it, the flavoring sometimes can be too salty, but for me the bun makes a big difference. If it's fresh, nice and soft, sometimes you can tell when it's, you know, a day or 2 old bun and you're just like, yeah, this is not as good as it should be.
Do you find price makes a difference? Because some of the places you go for burgers, they can get pretty pricey. Do you find that there's a difference in the quality?
I don't think so. I've eaten some burgers that are amazing that cost, you know, $6 or $7, and some that are just really good and cost $20, but I think there's one that was like almost $40 or $45.
Was it worth it?
Not in my opinion.
Fast food versus gourmet?
Gourmet easily. I don't think I'll ever eat McDonald's again. And I was a very big Big Mac fan. If you follow my journey, or even go back on my Instagram feed, I did eat a few Big Macs. I do love mac sauce, but I found a substitute for that. So, yeah.
With what?
Doomie's, it's open on Queen West, and it's a vegan spot. They have a Mac Daddy, which is their version of a Big Mac. It was bigger, tasted like a real burger, and the mac sauce was really good.
What did your friends and family say about this when you started? Did they know right away, or did you wait a little while before you told them?
No, I made it a Facebook post right away, so I got a lot of people holding me to my word. I had a lot of people making bets about how long I'd last, or over-under bets. People thought I was crazy. Then as time went on, there's obviously some people that are encouraging me, and by the end of it, I think everyone was cheering me on and making sure that, you know.
What were the bets like?
Well, someone was like, you know, you'll last 70 days. Someone was like, oh, he's just going to do this for a month. I don't think he'll go on that long. You know, a boss of mine was just like, yeah, I got a stack of resumes piled up in case one day you don't show up for work. But yeah, no, 366 days. I didn't realize it was a leap year when I started this challenge, but it worked out that it's going to be every 4 years, and someone can try and beat their record in 1 year.
Did you ever feel like giving up, or was there a point during the whole challenge where you just thought, I can't do this anymore, I'm sick of burgers, it's too much? I
don't think it got that bad. There was definitely some emergency moments. Coming home from work, I love watching Jeopardy. 7:30, I'm in front of my TV, I'm watching Jeopardy. I did fall asleep one day and woke up at 11 o'clock, and you know, I saw the clock and I was like, oh crap, I gotta go get a burger. So that's when I kind of ran over. Living downtown, there's so many burger spots around me, but this time I just ran to a McDonald's because I knew it would be the fastest one. So I just got there, had my burger, and got back out.
Before this challenge, how often did you eat burgers?
I'd say once a week, maybe twice a week. But
that's still a lot.
Yeah, it is. It's a Sunday or Saturday ritual of mine. I'm a big soccer fan, and when my team plays, I usually play around lunchtime, so I get a burger, sit down, watch the game, and eat a burger.
Did you find that you lost weight, gained weight? Were you measuring that? Were you measuring your cholesterol?
I was not measuring my cholesterol. Everyone kept asking me what my doctor said, and I said, I know what my doctor's going to say. I'm not going to go to my doctor. I did start weighing myself in March. I didn't weigh myself until March, and then I think every 3 months I'd weigh myself, and I see it go down. Actually.
Down?
Yes, down.
Why do you think?
I think my lifestyle changed overall. Like I was walking every day, 5 kilometers a day. That really helped a lot. Eating 3 meals a day versus the year before when I was kind of all over the place with my meals. Another big thing was cutting out pop. I stopped drinking. I was drinking like 3 iced teas a day.
That's really hard if you're having burgers, because that's
Yeah.
normally burgers and pop go right together.
Burgers and pop, burgers and shakes. I try to cut out as much as the sugar drinks as possible.
What did you order? Did you order combos with your meals, or?
It started off with combos usually. Fries are almost every time, but
Yeah.
then by the end of it, I was like 50-50 with fries.
Were you ordering like onion rings, or was it always fries?
I'd say only some places. I'm not the biggest onion ring fan. There's a few spots that when I go to, I have to have their onion rings because they're that good. But I'd say most of the time fries. I do like spicy food. So if people had the option of spicy fries, there's no way I'm turning that down.
So you actually have a comic book hero that you love, who might have encouraged this a little bit. Who is it?
Jughead. I grew up reading Archie comics, and Jughead obviously eating burgers a lot, just really nonchalant, didn't care about anything. I'd say that's me.
So top 3 places to get a burger, what would they be?
Some museum tavern, I was saying my number 1. Rasa, which is another spot at Queen and Harvard. I can't remember the top of my head what the flavoring was, but there's a lot of Asian fusion to that one, and I really like that. And Union on Ossington Street, again, between Dundas and Queen. Very sweet, their burger, very different. Again, I usually like the spicy burgers, but theirs was quite sweet, and it was different than what I had before, so I really liked it. Again, great big patty, juicy, yeah.
Did you feel throughout this challenge that your body started to feel a bit different?
I don't think so. Like I said, I think I started eating healthier otherwise. 2015, I'd never stood in line to eat a salad, but 2016, I decided to, lunchtime, stand in line, wait a half hour to get a salad. That was the first time I did that, and I do that now daily almost. So yeah, I'd say I didn't see anything different.
Because you've been eating this every day, and you've been starting to grow a following because of it. Do you think you'll continue?
I will not continue eating a burger every day. I took a break in December, actually.
You did a detox.
Yes, I did do a detox.
Why the detox?
Eating a burger every day, I decided that, January I'm just going to go clean for a bit, see how it goes, cleanse my body a bit more. But Toronto Life picked up, asked me some questions and listed my top 10 out with me. So I posted that on Reddit, and that kind of blew up. And a lot of people are giving me spots that I missed out on. So in the next few months, I want to go and check out the spots I didn't go to before.
During your challenge, did you find that the people on social media recommending restaurants to you played a part in which restaurants you would go to?
Certainly, there's a lot of people being like, hey, have you been here? I really love their burger. You should go check it out. And I try to make time to go out of my way to check it out, and definitely played a big role in it.
How many places do you think you've gone to?
I'm in the process of putting that count together. In the 366, I'd say definitely over 250. I'd say between 250 and 300. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
so how do you feel after the detox now?
It feels good. I actually did end up having a burger earlier this week. It felt good. I did crave, I live down the street from a Burger Spree, so when I walk home every day from work, I walk by it every day. And I'm tempted every day when I walk by, I'm like, I really want a burger today. And I held off for the month, and I had one last week, and it was delicious.
Do you think that this could be your thing, trying new foods? Like every year you have a new food. Do you think next year it could be hot dogs or French fries or something like that? Poutine maybe? This is a very common question. A lot of people ask me, like, what can you do that you need daily? I'm like, first of all, I'm not doing daily again just because mentally, psychologically, it was tougher than anything, especially at the end of the challenge. It's like, I want to eat something different. Don't want to go back to somewhere I've been to. You go to work, you come back, you sit down on your couch, you're like, okay, now I got to go get a burger. I got to get up now. So I don't think I could do something daily, but food-wise, I could probably do something with pizza, but again, burgers, there's so much variety with them. With hot dogs, it's not really. Even with pizza, it's not so much.
But I want to continue doing it with burgers and kind of keep reviewing them. And again, Toronto's so blessed with the amount of burger spots we have. There's always a new one coming up.
When you're picking a really good burger place to go to, regardless of money, taking that into consideration, what would you think, just by the signs of going into a burger place, can you tell that it's going to be a good burger place or a bad burger place?
A lot of burger places are making the point right now to kind of call out the fact that, you know, it's farm to table, it's not frozen, it's in-house ground.
Do you feel like that matters?
It matters big time. When
Big
you're
time.
eating, yes, big time. When you're eating frozen meat, you can actually tell the flavors just aren't there. The juices aren't running that they normally would. And at least in Ontario, I believe the law is that if you're not grounding the meat in-house, you have to cook it to a certain temperature. So when someone's buying the meat and they're grinding it up in-house, and they can actually cook it there rare or medium rare, and that's where the burger really
You find the
tastes good.
fast food places, they're usually frozen, and then the gourmet, they're usually more fresh.
Certainly that's the case. There's some places like A&W that I actually really like. They claim that there's no
freezing.
No freezing, no antibiotics. I actually like their burgers. I'm full after I eat their burgers. If I go eat McDonald's again, you get more bread than you do with the beef patty.
Oh, shots fired.
I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I ate a lot of McDonald's, and then eating a burger every day made me realize I don't want to eat McDonald's again. There's a lot better options out there.
Do you think that you can tell just by tasting the burger where it's from?
Not entirely. I definitely could maybe pick out certain flavors, and I don't think I'm a connoisseur at that point. I ate a lot of different burgers. If I ate the same burgers every day, I'd start being able to pick out the flavors. But because I was eating a different one as much as often, I'd say I'd get confused.
Were there any places that you went to that were overrated? Besides the $40 burger.
Yeah, no, there's I don't want to call out too many places, but I'd say Big Smoke Burger. I like their burgers. They have some really good ones, but there's so many locations. I've been to 2 of them that I go to regularly. One of them, I'd say it's a hit or miss almost every time I go there. Sometimes the burgers are good, sometimes they're bad. There's a couple other chain restaurants that I've been to and ate the burger there. I did not like them. Other food there is good, but Jack Astor's, the burgers weren't that great there.
No? Okay, well, we'll be right back. We're going to actually do a taste test.
Awesome.
And
I'm excited.
we'll check it out.
Perfect.
When combined with a balanced diet and regular exercise, VeggieSlim can surely boost your metabolism, decrease body's propensity to store fat, and help in burning those extra pounds quickly and safely. Greenish multivitamin and supplements are certified vegetarian, halal, and kosher. They are also gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, and non-GMO. Ask for Greenish products at your nearest pharmacy.
Welcome back to Inbox with Julia Cosby. Now I'm here with Reza and we're going to be doing some taste testing. He's blindfolded, he doesn't know. So we have 3 different burgers here from 3 different restaurants, all relatively the same. Do you think that you can guess where each is from? So Reza,
Yep.
Is there a particular signature taste some burgers have that you might be able to tell?
Some might have. I'd say if I go to Holy Chuck or Burger's Priest, I might be able to tell the difference between them, but it'll be a long shot. I'm willing to give it a shot and see how it goes.
Okay, so here's your first burger. Let me know where it's
Okay.
from.
To be honest, the bun stands out a lot in the McDonald's. The flavor of the bun itself, even the ketchup, I think I could even taste the McDonald's ketchup. That's a taste that I probably will not have too often again. I could taste it in the bun. I want to say McDonald's.
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay, second one.
The onion sticks out. I want to say Burger King.
Nope, that one is Burger's Priest.
I don't know which one this is. I usually go for the Holy Smokes, which has, I go with no toppings. So just a double cheeseburger with panko fried battered jalapenos.
And last one.
When I bit through it, I was a little thrown off. Like, the patty seemed dense, and that's usually when you have a frozen patty. Like, it's usually a bit more dense. That's what was catching my attention. But whatever sauce that is trying to be like the Big Mac sauce. It was not bad though. The patty felt a bit too chewy. I could be very wrong.
Do you think it could be frozen or fresh?
It tasted a bit frozen, but it could be fresh too. It just really felt like a dense patty.
Burger King.
Okay.
You've actually eaten burgers in some pretty interesting places, not just in Toronto, but multiple countries and even on a mountaintop.
Yes, that is
Tell me
correct.
about that.
So I started off in Dubai. I have family that lives out there, so my New Year's resolution started out there. Came to Toronto, continued the burger challenge here, but then in April I went to Spain, Barcelona, Valencia, Granada, Alicante, Stigues, so there was about those cities in Spain. And
Were
then
they good burgers?
Yeah, surprisingly, burger, the fat is worldwide. When I was in Spain, I was actually really thrown away, in Barcelona especially, the amount of variety they had. Bacoa burger was probably the best one I had there. I guess it's their version of Burger's Priest, where they started off as just one location, it kind of blew up, and now I think they have like 4 within the city itself. And then in August, I went to Italy, Switzerland, and Belgium. So I rented a smart car and drove around a different city every day in Italy and in Switzerland. And regarding the mountaintop burger, I went to Chez Veroni, a restaurant near the Matterhorn. I just wanted to eat a burger with the view of the Matterhorn. I saw some pictures online, so I was like, I kind of want to do this.
Do you have to climb it up?
I took a cable car up to the top of Mount Senega, and maybe it's a 10-minute hike down, 40-minute back hike up because it's a little steep. But this restaurant just in the middle of this mountain, it has just a beautiful view of the mountains.
How was the burger?
The burger was amazing.
That's the important part.
The burger was amazing. It was very much worth all the effort I put in to get there. The view was just phenomenal. They raised the cattle there on the mountain itself. When I walked up and down the mountain, I'm pretty sure I may have walked by the family of the burger I ate. It was delicious and very well worth it.
Now, you had an interesting trip getting down.
That is correct. So when I got to Zermatt, is a town where it's a ski town in Switzerland. It's a car-free zone, so I had to park my car in Tash, which is a town nearby. You take a train in. When I got there, the first thing I did was like, how do I get to Chez Veroni, the restaurant? They're like, oh, you got to take this cable car up to the top of this mountain, and from there you can walk it. So I did that, and no one decided to point out to me that actually the cable car stops at 6 p.m. I finished my burger, decided to hang out and enjoy the view a lot more, and I guess it was 6:30 when I went back to the cable car and realized that it's no longer functioning, and I have no choice but to walk down the mountain.
You smoke.
Yes,
so
I do.
That must have been
I'm a smoker, so going down the mountain is not too bad. But the fact that I went all the way up, realized I had to go all the way back down, I was a little upset about that.
Was it beautiful? Was it grungy view?
It was beautiful. So I was there in August. The temperature's about 25, 30 degrees, but off in the distance you can see all the glaciers and the Swiss Alps, and the Matterhorn was sprinkled with snow on it and stuff.
That does not sound like it's getting any of my pee.
It was amazing. Like as I was walking down the mountain, I'm feeling really hot too. I was wearing jeans. I wasn't wearing shorts, but as I was sweating. But then there's glacial runoff and the cool air coming from that. It was just phenomenal. And the sun setting at the end of the day, where I ended up landing up at the bottom of the mountain was the township of Zermatt, and you just see the kids running around in the gardens, people watering their flowers, and just the backdrop of the Matterhorn with the sunset. It was beautiful.
So I know there's a lot of vegetarians who are interested in eating burgers, but they're maybe not so sure where to go. Where would you recommend? Which burgers would you recommend?
Well, Doomie's Queen West, I was introduced to it. It's a vegan spot. They had the Mac Daddy, which is the Big Mac of their version of the Big Mac. I would say that was my favorite veggie burger I've eaten. I went to Fresh on Spadina. I think they have a couple other locations. Really good veggie burger there as well. And one at Bear Burger as well.
Bear Burger.
Yes, that's actually one of my go-to spots as well, just because they have a variety. They actually have duck, bison, boar, elk. I had a duck burger there for the first time, and they have a pretty good veggie burger as well.
What makes a good veggie burger?
There's the ones that try to make it taste like a beef patty, some that do it well, some that don't, but I think a veggie burger that's really good, it has to be filling, has to have flavors to it. The one at Fresh, the avocado that they put on it was just so empowering. I really liked it.
Well, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun. Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
#1 multicultural channel. This is TAG TV.